Happy Friday, everyone. City Manager Jason Slowinski here. And it's been a few weeks since I've had a chance to send you a video, so I wanted to take a little bit of time today just to send you a short video and give you some updates on things happening in the city. I hope everyone's doing well as we're kind of adjusting to getting some of our facilities back up and running again that have been closed for the past couple of weeks. I wanted to update you on some action of City Council. Wednesday night, City Council had an emergency session and then a regular meeting last night in which they considered an emergency ordinance for the City of Golden that would require face coverings within the city. That measure passed last night on a unanimous 7-0 vote, and it goes into effect today. I'll try to walk through some of the provisions of that ordinance for you, but you can go to our website and read it in detail if you so wish. But basically, the ordinance requires anyone in the City of Golden to wear a mask, indoors and outdoors, with a couple of exceptions. Indoors, a mask is required if the place is open to the general public. So if it's a private business not open to the general public, mask ordinance doesn't apply. If it is open to the general public, a mask ordinance does apply, unless you are seated in an establishment, restaurant or bar, eating and drinking, then you can take your mask off. It does not apply to folks who are under 3. It does not apply to folks with existing health conditions. It does not apply to people who might be at their dentist's office or other doctor's office undergoing a medical procedure. And it does not apply to our schools. It does apply to our City of Golden facilities as they are open to the public, and only in those areas that are open to the public. So if you're, again, as I've indicated in the past, if you're in a private office, you're driving one of our city vehicles, you are in a cubicle, you don't have to have your mask on. But if you are interacting with other employees or you are out in the general public, then you should have your mask on. The ordinance also applies outdoors to all areas of the City of Golden, on our streets, sidewalks, parks, trails, and any other place outdoors in the City of Golden, with an exception, and that is if you can maintain 6 feet of separation from other folks. So that applies to members of our community, our employees, as well as visitors to the City of Golden. So this mask ordinance is in place until the 14th of August, or until council extends it, and they may take it up before then to extend the ordinance further into the year. So that's the general parameters of the ordinance. If you want detailed language on it, feel free to visit our website and you can read it there and read through it for yourself. But that is in effect as of today. The other item we'll be working on next week is creek access. Last week I issued an administrative order which closed access to Clear Creek in anticipation of the July 4th holiday and the usually large crowds that we get in Golden. It didn't exactly turn out that way last weekend, which was, I guess, a good thing, as we didn't overwhelm the creek corridor. I chatted with council about that last night, and their preference would be that we reopen the creek at some point, as long as we can continue to provide for social distancing in the corridor. So we'll meet with staff next week and further develop those plans. For this weekend, the creek will remain closed. We're not changing any of our operational strategy, but as we move forward, we will start to revisit how we can reopen Clear Creek. So those are 2 major actions from last night I wanted to give you a brief update on. And the last thing I want to mention before I close is that I wanted to give a shout out to Captain Tom Young in the Golden Fire Department. For those of you who've been following some of the city actions will know that this past July 6th marks 30 years since Captain Young's unfortunate injury serving in the City of Golden and its residents. And Council marked the occasion with a proclamation
I, Mayor Laura Weinberg, by virtue of the authority vested in me, do hereby proclaim appreciation to Captain Tom Young and declare July 6, 2020, Tom Young Day.
The fire department marked the occasion with a special parade in front of Captain Young's home. And I want you all to know of this occasion and that we appreciate your service, Tom. And I also want to send a message to you directly that it has been my honor and my privilege to be able to get to know you the past 5 years that I've been here. And I do appreciate all that you've done for the Golden Fire Department and all that you do for the City of Golden. So please join me in recognizing and congratulating Tom Young for his continued dedicated service to our community. Thanks, Tom. We really appreciate it. On that note, I hope you all have a great weekend. And again, I can't wait till we're all in the same room together and get to see each other's smiling faces without a mask on. But until that time, I will continue to send you some updates via video and email. And I hope you're all staying safe. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care.